Mr. Speaker, my question is to the Associate Minister of Finance. The Premier has said she would cancel the Ontario Retirement Pension Plan if the Liberals were elected. Well, they were. For years, the Premier said her preference would be an enhancement of the Canada Pension Plan to help people with their retirement. She knows the new Prime Minister agrees with her, but the Premier still refuses to put the ORPP on hold. Now the Premier has directed her government to issue a request for proposals tender call for the ORPP investment strategy when it won't be needed.
Yeah, why do
the
that?
Premier is still spending taxpayer money on this pension plan. Mr. Speaker, will the government stop this bait and switch melodrama, stop spending taxpayer money preparing the ORPP payroll?
Thank you. Bait and switch. Associate Minister of Finance.
Speaker, and I want to thank the member opposite for her question. Mr. Speaker, this government ran on a plan to boost retirement security for the people of Ontario, and that is what we intend to do, Speaker. We know that 2/3 of Ontario workers have no pension plan. In fact, when you look at younger workers, Speaker, that drops to 1 in 4 young workers who have a pension plan. So, Mr. Speaker, absolutely. We have a new government in Ottawa, and that means that we have a government that is willing to cooperate with Ontario on the priorities that we see that are important for the people of Ontario. Mr. Speaker, we know that Prime Minister Trudeau is not able to enhance CPP alone. He will need the cooperation of the provinces and the territories in order to do so. We are absolutely willing to be part of that conversation, Mr. Speaker, but in order to ensure that we have adequate security for the people of Ontario when they retire, we're moving forward.
Thank you. Supplementary.
Again to the Associate Minister. Ontarians want to know if the Premier wants both her new ORPP as well as a bigger CPP. Ontario and their employers need to know how much more government is going to take from them by raising payroll taxes and reducing their take-home pay. Okay. This is a frightening question. I don't know if I want to hear the answer. Mr. Speaker, can the Associate Minister tell us, is the Premier now thinking of keeping her job-killing ORPP payroll tax on top of an enhanced CPP?
Mr. Speaker, our Premier has been very, very clear that we are moving forward with the implementation of the ORPP. We know that Ontarians deserve a secure retirement future when they retire. We've communicated to business and advised them of the implementation schedule and the rollout schedule, which will happen gradually, Mr. Speaker. January 2017, we will enroll the largest corporations, moving to medium size, and then finally in 2019 with small businesses. We will phase in contribution rates gradually over time as well. Mr. Speaker, 2/3 of Ontario workers have no pension plan. We've committed in legislation to enroll these corporations in a phased and gradual way, also ensuring that this is done arm's length from government so that the members of the plan will benefit from the plan when we implement it.
Your question? The member from London West.
Thank you, Speaker. My question is to the Acting Premier. At last week's launch of the Gender Wage Gap Consultation,